All right.
Hey,
How's it?
Mike. How are ya?
I'm great. I'm great. It's a great Wednesday.
Good. I'm excited to have you on today. So, everyone, this is the head coach of Coach's Corner with Mike Secord. And we are going to talk today about we're lying to ourselves. That's bullshit, Mike.
We are, and we don't feel like we are. That's the thing
Yeah.
is we think, oh, we're doing so great. We're doing this. And we think that that's an abundant mindset when really we're lying to ourselves because we're really holding on to scarcity.
But we do feel like we are living in abundance. But then you're right. It's like this. Tell us more about like this scarcity mindset. Like, how are you?
I liked what you said there. We're living in abundance. We are all living in abundance, but sometimes we don't slow down to really see how abundant things are around us.
Mhm.
We see where we're at and we think we're abundant, and really we're nowhere. There's people doing more than us in every frame of business, every frame of life. There's someone doing more than us with what we have or less,
Yeah.
and we just need to go off and do it. And there's 7.5 billion people in the world. Most realtors only need,
There's about 7 billion of those are realtors, right?
oh yeah, just about,
Yeah.
yeah, or were at one time.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, and most realtors only need anywhere from 20 to 40, maybe 50 people a year to do business with.
Yeah.
And we don't look at how abundant that is, how much opportunity is sitting around us and what we've got to do and all that. We look at more of what we currently have and we try to hold it closer to us and grip it a little tighter. And
Yeah.
we don't want to give up any realm. We don't want to let someone in to talk to our client from a transaction coordinator standpoint. We don't want to let this happen. We don't want to all these things because we think we do it better. And all we do is we keep ourselves small.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like we talk out of both sides of our mouth, right? It's like the one side is exactly what you're saying. It's like only I can do it. And we'll say like a badge of honor, like I work 24 hours a day. I'm a control freak. My clients only
Yeah.
like me, da, da, da. But I want to do more business. I want to help more people. I want to make more money. And it's like, okay, well, those things like are not jiving. And to
Mhm.
your point, it's like, okay, well, if everybody has the same amount of time, then how come some agents in your market or in other markets are doing exponentially more, or they're more profitable or whatever? What's the difference? The difference is this scarcity mindset.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's scarcity. When you hear scarcity and abundance, it's kind of like that third rail. Like we don't want to go there. We don't want to. Nobody wants to admit that they're in scarcity. Everybody thinks so. I think so big, and I do this. I'm abundant,
Right.
and they don't realize that even abundant thinking at times is scarcity because of the opportunity that's sitting around there, and we have to keep stretching our mind. It goes back to like that. You know, a goldfish grows to the size of the container. Like, so if you
Yeah.
put a goldfish in a lake, it's going to get a really big fish. You keep it in a little fish. It's the same with us. The bigger we stretch ourselves, the more opportunity we have to grow. That goldfish was happy in every situation he was in.
Right.
He
Yeah.
thought he was doing well. I thought he was big in his environment, and he
Yeah.
was at one particular point. But then he cuts to me, and there's bigger fish out there, and I can grow, I can eat more, I can do. It's the same here. There's more opportunity sitting around us. We just have to go through.
I think that's so true. And there's like a couple of different things that popped up for me as you were saying that. It's like, one, how can we always continue to grow? And I think like one of those things is like going to events, talking to people that do like more than you, right? Like what are some other things that, like, listening to, different podcasts or different YouTube videos or whatever about people that are like doing more, like things that you've never thought possible, and being
Mhm.
around those people on a regular
Yeah.
basis, right?
And doing more, you have to go out there and see what it is in your life that you want more of.
Right.
Go find those realtors that are doing 70 transactions and have this family balanced life that they want. Go find
Right.
them and then find out how they're doing it. Go get abundant that way. Don't always just get abundant by I can do more transactions, because if you're going to do more transactions, you don't know what you're going to do with them or what they can do for you.
Right.
what's it worth?
Well, that was like me and Alan. Like we were doing over 120 transactions a year. And we were just like, this is too, and plus we had a whole nother team, but like us alone, we're doing 120, plus we had a team. And we just like realized like, dang, this is not what we want. Here's what we want to do. I want to go to Portugal for a month or a year. He wants to go to Florida for like a few months. So it's like, okay, well, what do we need to do? And now we're doing like 60-ish, give or take. And like, we go, like, I'm going to Portugal in a couple weeks. He's going
Yeah,
to Florida for like 2 months. Like, it's so much better and we're more profitable. So I
exactly.
like how you're linking it. But in order to do that, we had to give up, like in my head, I thought success, like what you were saying, was just like more. It was like bigger, better, more, right? Like more
Mhm.
people, more transactions, more. And we realized actually it was less.
It is. And that goes back to what you said a little bit ago. You're like, oh, as realtors, we have this slogan, I work 24 hours. If we think that's our value prop, just stop.
Stop
We
it.
don't care. People don't care how much you work, they care how much you care.
Well, here's the thing. If you're taking 24 hours a day, if you're really, really doing
Yeah.
that, if you're working 24 hours a day and you're selling 10 houses a year, you are completely inefficient.
Oh yeah, you're
So
making minimum wage.
stop. You're not. You're not working very efficiently. And
No.
I have a feeling it's because you're being more reactive than proactive. And you are not you, of course.
No,
But
no.
like, yeah, like if you're
Well,
the type of
sometimes.
agent, what's that?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes, right? We're all like that sometimes. But like if you're the type of agent that's doing, say, 15 transactions, 20 transactions, and you want to grow and you want to get to 30, like you're gonna have to get like just something simple like a transaction coordinator. You're going to
Mhm.
have to do it. Name one successful agent that does the amount of deals that you want to do that doesn't have one. Why do you think that is?
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
nuts.
I, s- I admit it. I suck at that part, and I don't want to get any better at it. Someone else can do it for me.
Right,
I do the other. Nobody needs to know exactly what's going on. They just need it done.
right,
You know, Clients want a calming experience. They want someone in the transaction to be calm and to have it all together.
right,
They don't want us to be frantic and on top of everything and micromanage things. They want us to know, but they want to feel calm because they're worried, they're stressed. And when they talk to
right,
you, they need you to calm them and to
right,
lead them through the process. You
right.
don't follow frantic leaders, do you?
No,
People that think that oh, the sky's falling, you're going to go
no,
follow him.
right.
No, you're going to follow the guy that's going to keep you calm and keep you.
And working 24 hours a day, never taking a vacation, not hanging out with your friends and family is the opposite of like a good life, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, just go back to some of the businesses that are out there that are open 24 hours. What's open 24 hours? Crappy fast food restaurants, in like liquor stores, drugs, nothing that you really, really value. You're like, oh, I want to go get something really good to eat. You're
You're
not
not getting a
expecting
salad.
to be open 24 hours. You know that, hey, they're good at what they do. People come in when they want it, and they deliver a good product. So I'm going to go when they're open. You know,
Right,
we don't need to be the fast food restaurant of everything. We just need to take care of our people.
right. Exactly. It's
They want
hard to wrap your head around though. Like, how would we know that we're living in a scarcity mindset?
when we're unwilling to change the things that we're currently doing to grow.
Hmm.
I mean that's when you're unwilling, or you have buts in your defense of why I do this because but what if I do that, then I can't do this.
Right.
You're in a scarcity mindset.
Or like if I have a transaction coordinator that like costs money, but it's like, what is the opportunity cost of not having one? Or what is
Mm-hmm.
the opportunity cost of not going on vacation with your family, or not being present during the vacation with your family? I
Exactly.
tell you, like the divorce rate among realtors is like higher than the national average of divorce rates.
Oh, it's got to be.
I mean, I'm sure like it's insane, you know? So it's like, what do you really want? you know?
You figure what is like an average marriage lasts like 7 years or 5 or 7 years,
I
and
don't
the
know.
average realtor doesn't even last 2 to 5 years in a business.
Right.
So
Oh
they've
my,
got to be out of the
yeah.
run. But no, I mean, if any time you find yourself not willing to adjust or to look at or think you're the best at something, you're in a scarcity mindset. And that scarcity mindset that you might be in is, if you look at, realtor Joe over here, you're in an abundant mindset compared to him, but you're in a scarcity mindset currently.
Right. For
It's
you and where you want to
stop,
go. It's like
yeah, stop thinking
handcuffing
that you're
you.
always abundant. At some
Yeah.
point, we're in a scarcity mindset, and we have to reevaluate and change something to change and
Mhm.
grow. And that's usually something about our mindset.
So what are your tips for if we're feeling we might be like this? We like know we want to grow, but we can tell that our mindset is like handcuffing us to our current situation. How can we get out of that?
I think at first it starts with the why. Why do you want to grow? And really wrapping around that why and
Mhm.
understanding what that can do, what can do for your life, then looking at back at what's holding me back, and find ways to slowly grow. Just take one step forward. Don't
Like
worry about
1%.
getting there. Just
Yeah.
get there 1% consistently and do it. I would much rather hear, because you brought it up earlier about, I can't hire a transaction coordinator, I can't do this, but I would much rather hear people saying that they're having trouble training a transaction coordinator
Hmm.
than they're unwilling to hire a transaction coordinator.
Right.
Because when you really look at the fact that the way things are available to us today with VAs and the way you can pay per transaction for a transaction
Hmm.
coordinator, the investment is so small for the gain that we can get to, and
Exactly.
we can shut it off so quickly and not impact our business negatively.
Right.
There is no reason to not give it a shot.
Yeah, I agree. It's a cost, but these are the same agents that'll spend, buy leads and never follow up on the leads. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, that's not working for you
No, and I've
either.
always said, like, I'm like, stop buying leads, because they don't want leads, they want appointments. you know
Right.
you buy what you get. You want leads, you got to work them. If you want
Yeah.
appointments, go work for a team that'll set you up appointments, and go pay the splits to do it, and stop complaining.
Right. Yeah. But it does. It starts, I like it. It starts with what you want. If you're not where you want to be,
Yeah.
then look at the evidence of what the other people are doing that are where you want to be, shadow them. And I say, believe them. Like, look and see, like, because I get so many people that are like, they know they want to hire, like this, the transaction coordinator is just like the easiest example, right?
Mhm.
But it's like they know they want to hire one, but then everybody that's ahead of them tells them that's what they should do, but then they still don't do it. Well, then you must not want to.
Yeah,
And
because
stop saying you do.
they don't. They want the magic pill to get there. They don't want to, you know,
Yeah.
put the work in, the grind of some sort, and do it. But it just starts with the why. I think there's just too many people trying to be like others because they see them, they hear them, and that's
Right.
one of my biggest pet peeves in this business, is about teams. And they see all this and they hear, and oh, we're doing 1,200 transactions, we have this, we have that, but they don't understand what it took to get them to that first phase, the
Right.
second phase, and
Right.
they just see the results and they want to go after it, and they
Right.
can't do it because they're not doing what they need to do now. It's like,
Right.
I ask agents all the time, like, stop trying to get there. What would your life look like if you just could consistently, for a lot of agents, consistently close 1 or 2 transactions a month?
Right.
What would your life look like there? When you get that foundation below you, take the next step. So if
Right.
there's agents out there right now that are in an abundant mindset, but they're thinking, hey, how do I go from X to Y? And they're unwilling to take that next step, ask, is it really worth it to them to get there?
Right.
Is that $250
Well, and
charge?
what is it really going to take? Like,
Yeah.
what's going to take? Is it worth it? Are you willing to do that?
Yeah. I mean, like, if you have to pay 250 or 300 or $500 to have a transaction coordinator so that you could free up X amount of hours of your day that allow you to do this,
That allow you to go on vacation or take a nap or play with your kids or go to a movie or like whatever.
whatever, but something has a value, or something that is priceless.
Right.
You know, if you're just going off to just not do anything, all you're doing is cutting your income. I get that. So stay in your scarcity mindset and don't grow that way. But if
Hmm.
you're going to do something that's going to provide yourself more energy, a better quality of life, more business,
Like sometimes a
do it.
nap does give you energy. A
It
nap
does.
and a glass of water are like, you
Yeah,
know.
it does. And sometimes people are in nap mode all the time, so it doesn't
All right.
doesn't help them. But no, but I mean, you have to look at it and go and find the people that are doing the things that you want to do and learn from them.
Exactly. And just try it, because what you're doing doesn't work.
No,
So why don't you
stop lying to
try
yourself.
what has worked for somebody else?
Yeah. Just stop
Rip
lying to
off and
yourself.
duplicate, right?
That's right. Exactly. And that's how everyone is where they're at. They've all taken something from someone else.
Yeah, right. Nobody invented this stuff. Not nobody we know
No,
didn't invent this stuff. Yeah,
no. You
that's
just take it, you
awesome.
do it, and you go out and you talk, and it works. But just stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, agreed. Stop lying to yourself. And
And
if people
if you ever think you're not in scarcity, you've never been in scarcity, you're always in abundant thinker, you're lying to yourself right there.
right now, yes.
Your mindset every minute of the day is trying to play tricks on you. You got the drunk monkey on your shoulder, you got all that, and it's trying to keep you where you're at. Because where you're at, your brain and your mind knows how to work with it,
Yeah,
knows how to deal with it, and it's comfort.
comfortable. Hmm.
Comfort is scarcity. You got to get out of your comfort zone to grow, and that's abundant.
Right. So anytime you're thinking something and you say, yeah, but that's your trigger.
You trigger. I mean, if you don't want to go out and try something new, you have trouble getting going, you're in some sort of scarcity mindset. And it sometimes it's just brief, sometimes it's there, but it's there. I don't
Yeah.
care who you are. You've got
That
it.
everybody has it, and it ebbs and flows, right?
It
Like it
does.
just kind of depends.
You know,
But
I look at my mindset like a game.
mhm.
Okay. I just need to score one more goal, score one more point
It's
than
like
my
duck hunt.
competition to win. Nobody
Yeah.
looks back to see, oh, that team scored 4 touchdowns in that game to win in the longer. They just look, oh, they were 13-0. You
Yeah.
know, so just score one more than your competition. And your competition is that negative mindset. Get your mindset daily and keep it in, and keep winning. And if you win enough, you're going to win the game.
Exactly. Boom. I like
I mean,
it.
that's if you think you're going to win 100% of the time, you're lying to yourself. So stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, it's not happening. Well, tell us about what you have. If people want to join Coach's Corner with Mike, how does it work? Like, what do you have going on?
I have everything that I always have. I'm here to help people one-on-one and help people in group sessions. I've got free classes people can get into all the time. I just, the easiest thing, just go to coachescornerwithmike.com. Go to Coach's Corner with Mike on Facebook, join me, reach me out, anything. Any way I can help and impact people, that's all I want to do. And if, I want to talk to people, make an impact on them, change their lives a little bit, and where it goes from there is just a blessing from that point.
I think we should have a hashtag, do better. No, I'm just
Exactly.
kidding. Yeah, right. You can do better.
Always, always.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you being on, Mike. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.